tell us about your work at Opportunity Village. Because we know that you've done a lot of work and contributed a lot to that project.
Yeah. My eldest son, when he was 7 years old, was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. And I was a young guy going through life, and I've often told this story, and I've compared it to a guy going down the road. He's on the interstate. He's doing whatever. He sees the trees in the periphery and what have you, but he sees it there, but he really doesn't notice them. And handicapped people, intellectually challenged people, I knew there were people in the world like that, but I really wasn't focused on. I was focused at the time on being successful, making money, and my son was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. That's when I really got tuned into people with intellectual disabilities. And fortunately, my son, through a miracle, he lived. He came to Las Vegas to live with us, and I got introduced to Opportunity Village through a lady named Kitty Rodman. And the more that I got into it, and the more that I learned about the organization, and more importantly, intellectually challenged people, handicapped people. At the time, I was on 6 charity boards, and I was really getting frustrated. I was on a lot of these big national charity boards, and a lot of the money was going out of the city, 40% of it, the 60% that was left, it was being given to the same people who had the political juice. And a lot of organizations that needed the money weren't getting it. But with Opportunity Village, 95% of every dollar there was going to be spent on the clients. 5% is all the money they were spending. And then as I got involved and I went over there and I spent time and I met the clients, you got people through no fault of their own, okay? They came into this world. They were dealt the rottenest hand in the world. And all they want to do in life is do what you and I take for granted. They want to be a productive member of society. With Opportunity Village, they can come there, okay? They get a job, okay? And they get paid based upon whatever they're able to do. It's not a handout. They earn their money.
Right.
Okay, they have a social life there. They have their friends. Okay, and I've taken people through there on hundreds of tours. And every time I go, I'll talk to a client there. And every time I get the same response. How you doing? I'm having the greatest day. Yeah. You never hear one complain. You never hear, it's just, so it's Opportunity Village and intellectually challenged people, it just strictly stole my heart.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, if you can't support people such as this, the issues they got, it wasn't self-inflicted.
Right.
They came into this world this way, and they're the proudest people I've ever met, the hardest working people I've ever met, and it's just a fabulous organization.
That's incredible, and thank you for your hard work with it. We've been supporters of Opportunity Village from the beginning. We did the Santa Run that they always do downtown. So for anyone listening, and we'll put a link to it, please support Opportunity Village in any way that you can.
And last but not least, I'm going to put a plug in here for anybody who's looking for employees. If you find someone through Opportunity Village, or you find someone who has an intellectual disability, and they can perform a job that you have, you'll never hire a better employee in your life. You're looking at somebody that would be the most appreciative person you could ever find, but more importantly, someone they're just happy to have a job. They're going to be there every day, and whatever you're paying them, they're going to be. You could never get a better employee. So again, the key is finding something they're capable of, a job that they can function. But we have a lot of clients that can really function at a high level, and that's another thing that a lot of employees are overlooking is.
You should look at that for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, you really should, because I'll tell you, they'll be the best employees you ever hired, and you don't have to worry about they're going to be so appreciative of the job. You're not going to hear complaints from them. They'll be there every day, and they're going to be happy with whatever money you're paying them.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you.